What's going on, everybody? Welcome to JD Infinite Drawings. In today's video, we'll be drawing a portrait. However, we'll be drawing portraits in side views in the beginning. Right here, we'll just draw the eyes and the forehead. And the easiest way is to look everything as in shapes. That'll make your drawings more abstract and actually make it more real. So right here, we're just gonna draw the nose. As you see, the nose is right there, and we just draw the nostrils and the shadow as well. And then we'll just draw the lips. And you don't have to actually draw any detail, just do the outline first. And right here, we're just going to be going down to the chin. And now we're going to just add a little bit more detail. Actually, drawing in general, you don't have to add a lot of detail to your images in the beginning, as long as you get the proportions and the setup all right. Now we're just going to move on to the crown of the head and to the side of the head. And drawing is basically just basic shapes and structures. And once you get the hang of it, drawing will be second nature, and it'll seem like you're just meditating while drawing. So that's another rewarding aspect of just drawing, continuously drawing, is that you get so used to it and everything becomes like a meditative process. Alright, so we're going to be going down to the neck area, drawing the Adam's apple, and then drawing a little bit more details in there. Drawing a little bit of shades, highlighting this out. And then just highlighting, bringing out the forehead. Outlining the head. Alright, so we're just going to erase this and make the head a lot more circular. There you go, it looks a lot more circular, a lot more proportionate. And then we'll just draw the basic human anatomy, like the muscles around the temples. And then we're just going to be highlighting the ear area. And there you have it, side of the face, all good to go. Alright, so for this drawing, we're going to be drawing just angles and basic shapes, actually. Obvious shapes. So like the square, rectangle. So that way it'll simplify your drawings even more. So that way you can have a good grasp on the actual photo, actual drawing. And we'll just be drawing the eyes here. As you can see here, like in the forehead area, there's a line. You could use that line as your guiding point. All what drawing is basically shapes representative to others. Alright, so we're going to be drawing the triangle. Just over exaggerating the shapes here. Next, we're going to be drawing the lips. and then down to the chin area. Make it a little bit circular, then rectangular. Basically, the idea here is to get the feel of your subject while drawing. And you could use lines, simple lines, just guiding where everything needs to be drawn in place. As you can see here, you could just use the lines as your guiding point. Alright, in this drawing we'll be drawing a skull. And here you'll be able to really simplify the human anatomy of the head. So we're going to get down to the basics. You just draw a skull here with a circular shape in the beginning. And then we're going to move down to the side of the skull, the temples and cheek area. And it's always great to get a grasp of whatever you're drawing, your subject matter. And it's always good to really grasp your subject matter and identify parts of its anatomy, which will provide you more knowledge when drawing your subject. Because you'll want to be more knowledgeable when drawing your subject. And this goes into any reference. Okay, here, so this is the front view of a head. So basically you can just start drawing shapes, squares, rectangle, drawing the shadows. So the middle part, you're going to be drawing the eyes, and here you're just going to be drawing the chin area, all the way to the jaw area as well. Okay, so for this drawing, we're going to be drawing an actual person. So you'll begin to draw the eye first. And then what we could do is just draw a middle line right there, just to serve as your guiding point. And then you'll be drawing the nose from here, the nostrils in the bottom. And what you're doing right now is just seeing shapes of the drawing. You don't have to overcomplicate anything, and you don't have to add any details in the beginning. Right, so next you're going to be drawing the second eye. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, you just want to be loose in the beginning, and then adjust later on. Adjust your drawings later on if you see any misproportions or something is not in proportion at all. So the lips isn't really proportionate, so we'll change that later. But right now, your main mission is to just focus on getting the outline first, getting the representation of your subject matter. And we're just going to be going down to the cheek area. And then we're just going to erase the lips here, just cutting its length. And we're just going to go to the bottom, right near the chin area. And just bringing out that area. Highlighting that, adding a little bit more shadows. And then just details. Just little details and markings. Brings out the picture. Brings out your images. And you could compensate by adding more markings into your photos, into your image. Alright, so you're going to be drawing the forehead area. As you can see, the top is a little bit circular. We're going to move down to the side here. And then just bringing out the subject matter. Adding a little bit of hair. Person looks kind of grumpy, but you can also draw a happy face if you want. Then we're just going to move down here, highlighting the chin area, highlighting all the areas to bring out the face. Drawing the hair, and it's always important to keep your drawings loose as well. The last thing you want to do is overthink it. You don't have to overthink while drawing. Just let it loose and be free. And then we're going to move down to the neck area. Adding a little bit of cross sections right there. So, last but not least, we're going to draw a skull. Then, you can draw in that. You can draw any shapes you want. And then adding a little bit more shadows there. Bring out the detail. And then we're just going to be drawing the side of the nose. Just bringing that out. And a little bit more detail on the forehead. And then we're just going to be outlining the side area of the skull. Adding a little bit of hatches. Adding random marks. And then we're just going to go behind the skull and onto the cheek area. And then just drawing that out, highlighting that area. So that way you bring the picture forward. And then we're just going to be drawing the mouth area as well. Just highlighting that so that way you can bring out your picture even more. And then we're going to be drawing the chin area, which is the bottom here. And we're going to be drawing a little bit of cross hatching right there on the side. There you have it. You have the outline. Once you have the outline of your skull, then you can start going back to the other parts of the skull, adding more details, adding more shadows, more depth. Just re-outlining that area. So that way you can add more volume into your subject matter, which is pretty important because volume in anything will increase the realism of your drawings or your paintings, which is what we all want. And next, we're just going to be drawing here, side of the skull. And there you have it. Ta-da! Congratulations. You made your skull. Alright, so this concludes this video. And I will see you in the next lesson.